Okay, so we walked up an old mining road and we found the entrance, one of the entrances to the Lucky Jim mine. So we're going to make our way through here. A lot of cold air blowing out. And yeah, we're going to make our way what looks like a fairly big rubble pile inside the entrance to the tunnel. And we'll make our way in and do a little explore of the Lucky Jim mine. See the cables coming down from up above. And yeah, this is the entrance here, so we're going to go in and have a look. Okay, so we've come a ways inside here, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of water. Probably just above, or just under boot depth. We are walking on the rail ties. And apparently the water ends just around the corner here. So we're going to get through the water and then I'll continue videoing. Okay, so that's looking back where we came from. You can see where the water starts, right where the tracks disappear. And just panning around here. It's looking forward. Dries up quite a bit. So this is the Lucky Jim mine. I think it's the lowest adit. Apparently there's an adit way up on the hill somewhere, but I don't think we're going to have time to hike up to it today. Will have to be a follow-up video at some point. We'll take a little walk. Apparently there's some fairly large stopes and stuff in here, so hopefully there'll be lots of neat things to video, because this is probably going to be the last video of the trip due to time constraints and the ban on motorized vehicles, or well, off-road vehicles. So yeah, let's make our way further into the Lucky Jim mine and see what we find. Okay, so we've reached a bit of a collapse here. We're gonna have to make our way over. That is looking back the way we came. So we'll make our way past this collapse and see what's on the other side. Alright, so we made it past the collapse. And there was a really flooded section that we had to cross through. That's looking forward in the tunnel. Still a really strong airflow coming from in front. There's quite a lot of stuff outside. I'll video on the way back out. There was a family standing at the entrance to the portal talking, so I couldn't really film anything out there without them interfering in it. So we'll go back out on the way out and I'll catch some of the, there's an old ore bin and everything up there. We'll get all that on the way out. Tunnel makes a little bit of a right turn here. You can see the flowstone in the wall. I'm walking on the rail ties at the moment, but the ground is dry now. Nice. Other than those first two collapses, the mine seems pretty solid. So anyway, we'll what looks like we might be coming to a branch or a stope or something. Guys are all looking off to the left. Okay, no, it's just a little alcove area. Okay, so we're going to keep making our way down the main tunnel and have a look inside Lucky Jim. Okay, so we've come to our first branch at the Lucky Jim mine. The looks like the main tunnel continues straight ahead, and there's a bulkhead. And panning around to the right, there's a tunnel leading off to the right, which looks like it may have an ore chute in it. I can't tell. Yeah, it looks like an ore chute. Not bad. Let's make our way up there and have a look. Yeah, looks like an ore chute leading to upper workings. Fairly good size ore chute. It's totally blocked with that. Well, it's not blocked with debris. Oh yeah, it is. It's blocked with debris, so we're not going to stand underneath it. We make our way forward, and it looks like another branch going off to the right, which we will take. What am I looking at?
Just back there where the door is.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that. Wow. So this would have been, oh yeah, it was the lowest platform in a stope. There's looking up. There would have been a ladder going up, and those platforms would have been where they would have stood to go up to the next level, but the ladders have been long since removed. And the lowest platform is what I'm standing on right now. So there won't be getting up there. So we'll move along and take this right-hand branch and see where this takes us. Looks like, what is that, shitter?
Looks like lime, I don't know what it is.
Really? Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Some kind of dynamite storage box with, can't really see what it says on it. You might be able to make it out, or if somebody knows what that says, you can comment in the comments. And we'll continue walking down this branch. Lots of flowstone on the rocks. Even some flowstone on the ground. Lots of minerals. All these ore chutes are probably from that large stope above us. There's another ore chute coming up on the left. The ladder. There's a ladder leading up into upper levels here. Try to get a better look up there.
Like, I knew we were still had some shitty spots, it's probably why we didn't run everything out with you. Probably.
There's a look at the ladder leading up, and there's the ore chute. Gate of that ore chute is, yeah, completely blocked, and you can see there's some mold on it, so we're gonna make our way past that quickly. We don't want to be standing around in the mold. And there's another branch. Wow. Branch off to the left, and I can see an ore chute on the end of that. And this branch continues this way. We'll make our way through here. Another downed ore chute on the left.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can see up that one. Up to the upper workings. The gates are broken off this one, and the debris is falling out. You can see the timbers from the upper workings up there. And panning around, we'll continue down the main tunnel. We have confirmation of a large stope on the right-hand side. We'll stop and have a look at that. On the left, there's an old ore cart, upside down, with a couple of flat tires. And let's have a look up into the stope. Oh yeah, there's a big cavity up there.
There's a ladder back there.
We'll wander over here.
The ladder back there is good.
Have a look.
Maybe let's go up there. I don't remember all this.
I know. Almost walked right past it. Yeah, there's a large cavity in there. It's kind of hard to get up here though, because it's really it's really flat. But apparently there might be a way over to our left here, so let's go check it out and see what we can find. Okay, so looking back, you can see the entrance to a stope here, and we climbed up that pile, and it just ends right there. Stu did anyways. I'm not going to climb up there because it just ends there. And here is the end of this drift tunnel. just ends here. So they found that cavity that they were looking for. That we're gonna go back and see if we can get one of those ladders and make our way up into the stope if the ladder's solid enough. But that's the face of this drift. So we are going to head back out where we came from and see if we can get that ladder and get up into the stope. I don't know how rotten it is and if it's tall enough for us to climb up, but we're gonna try. Okay, so we made our way back from that dead end with the stopes in it. The ladder's further back, so we are going to check out the right branching tunnel before we go back and get the ladder and try to climb into the stope, because it was further back. So we'll explore this right branching tunnel. What are you trying to shake loose? Oh, there's another ladder.
Taking the ladder.
Another clogged ore chute. And,
The way up to the.
and another ladder.
Here.
Oh,
It's I
fairly
just wiggled it and it fell off.
Yeah.
A piece fell off the top. So.
It's got those are pretty vertical ladders too. Platforms don't look very solid either, do they?
No.
Just two fucking timbers and a piece of wood. Don't think we'll be going up there. There's not even an angle to them, they're just straight up and down.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we'll keep looking down this branch and see what we can find. There's a little alcove off to the left here with a little support timber in it. Nothing there though, just a little dugout area. And the tunnel continues this way.
I think we got the incline shaft here.
Okay,
Yeah, we do.
okay.
Well,
Incline
it goes
shaft.
down, but it's flooded.
Okay.
But it goes up. We can quite easily get over.
Yeah, we might be able to get over that.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, that's.
Probably goes down quite a ways.
It sounded pretty deep, yep.
Didn't bring my scuba gear.
No, nor did I. Okay, but here's panning around. Here's looking up the incline shaft, which we could probably make our way up. To see if we can get to upper levels. Bet you we could.
Let's do it.
We should let the other guys know we're going up.
Yeah. Jump down there to the right.
So we're making our way up the incline shaft, but it's really moldy. We don't know how much more we want to come up. Here's panning around, looking down. You can see the platform where we came up. Right at the bottom is the water. We're probably 50 feet up or something. And going up this way, it continues quite a way. But maybe we'll get past the mold and see what happens. Okay, so we came about 10 feet further on this incline shaft. And apparently we have, we've reached the open stope. Now, over here a little bit so I can get a better shot. Looks like there's a really nice dynamite box in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's looking down into the stope. Camera's focusing on the...
And this also darts off to the left here as well, just in a tiny manhole sized kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know if this goes any further really. It's it might go around the corner, it's hard to say.
Hard to say.
I don't think it does.
I don't think it does either. It looks like they were pulling the stuff out here, out of the stope and maybe going down, or they...
Yeah, this was
Try to get a better shot of the stope. There you go, you can see better now. It's not focusing on the beam anymore. So I guess we make our way back down, and there's no climbing down that. It's really steep. So we're gonna get out of the fucking mold central here and go back down and hit the bottom of the incline shaft and pick up the other guys. Okay, so we came from there. You can see the guys. That's where the incline shaft was, and we came back out to the main tunnel. Or well, I call it main tunnel, but it was our first right. And we're making our way back down this tunnel. And taking our next right. Which I believe this is the main haulage tunnel, right? Or was this our first? Was this a right as well?
Well, again, pretty sure the breeze is coming out of this one, so.
Yeah. Okay. We'll make our way down this way. This was our first right. Yeah. Okay, so we'll make our way down here, and it looks like there is a collapse, but we can get by it. And that's looking back where we came from. You can tell because the breeze is blowing that way. It's a good way to find your way out of a mine if you ever get stuck, is follow the wind direction. Not that you should ever get stuck, because nobody should really be doing this kind of stuff, but you can watch it all from the comfort of your own chair. After the collapse, it does look like there's a ore chute or something, so.
A bit better than that.
What's that?
A bit better than an ore chute.
Oh, really? A bit better than an ore chute. All right, well. He's looking up, which kind of leads me to believe there's a, wow, rather large cavern.
That goes off in all directions too.
Wow.
We can get up down here quite easily.
Wow. That's way up too. Looks like there's an upper level up there.
We got another left here as well for haulage tunnels. I wonder if that's
Huge
something
room.
That,
Oh, look it up above you, Stu.
looks secure, eh?
There's a huge stope up there though too.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I'm gonna get up here and get a better look at it.
Okay, we're gonna try to make our way up to the top of this thing and have a look. So it turns out that this huge cavity that we're in is, well, it continues way up there. Why is that? Hold on a second. That's where that tunnel heads off up above us. So yeah, we'll make our way down off of this bottom of the stope and see where that tunnel leads. Because there's no getting up to the there's no getting up to that one, unfortunately. It's beyond our means. So we're gonna head back down to the tunnel, the main tunnel, and keep going. Okay, so we're gonna make our way super carefully over here because right where that ore chute is, I don't know if you can see the change in right where Stu is standing. You can see the change in water color. But there is a massive flooded room. Wow. And I can't see the bottom.
I can't hit the bottom with my light either.
And this is just a big room. It's just a huge open stope that's flooded. Wow. That would be a not a fun time to go down there. Although you could swim. Well, I can swim, but I don't really think I'd like to. And we're right underneath.
It's too cold, you have trouble breathing.
Right underneath the clogged ore chute, so I don't think we're gonna stand here for too long. Yeah, you can see it's a giant flooded room. That's pretty wild.
Yeah. Should probably go.
Yeah, although you still wouldn't see much.
Well, I don't know what's around the corner, right?
Don't get too close to it. It's probably just a big room.
Probably.
So we're gonna make our way back to the main tunnel and see what other kind of cool things await us at Lucky Jim mine. So far we haven't been disappointed.
Jim's one lucky guy.
Yeah. And it looks like, I don't know, is that a tunnel across the other way too? It almost looks like it's...
Yeah, maybe.
Looks like it might go up there or something.
Hard to say.
Okay, so we're going to turn around and head back through that big stope that was just on the left-hand side there and go back to the main tunnel. Okay, so that's where we came from. This is the large stoped area beside us, and then just off to the right here is another branching tunnel that we're going to go have a look down. And I'm going to climb over this big pile of rocks and film on the other side. Okay, so we're headed down this way, and apparently, if you want to see back, there's the pile I climbed over at the bottom of that stope. And apparently, that big flooded room is where we're headed. We end up in another stoped area. You can see it's a large cavity as well here. The tunnel continues straight ahead there. And there's a giant pillar in the middle. And up there is another area. Look at all the flowstone coming down from up above. And yeah, the tunnel continues that way. But we'll go have one more little look in this flooded room. And then there's the other ore chute. So that was the other side. That ore chute's really sketchy. And there's this flooded room again. So we're just up higher. Wow, look at the flowstone and stuff coming down. It's a huge stope. There's level up above me. There's flowstone off to the side here. And there's can't really see it all that well. There's a level up above me here. Don't want to get too close to that water. And yeah. Just looking down into the flooded room. Very cool. So we're going to go back and head down that tunnel that is on the other side of the stope, which was just off to our right here. We'll continue down that way and see what else awaits us at the Lucky Jim. Okay, so that's the tunnel. We're going to head down there to the right. Looking back, you can see the water coming out in the flowstone. Turn my light off a bit. There you go. And there's looking up, way up into these stopes. It's just massive. There's huge pillars. There's a huge pillar in the middle there. That's where we just came from, where that flowstone was there. We walked underneath that. The flooded room is on the left-hand side there. So let's make our way here. It looks like there's a major collapse in the tunnel that may not be passable. It in fact is not passable, I don't think, unless we well, I'm going to climb up there and see what I can see. It looks like it might lead up into the stope, but I'm going to climb up and have a look. Okay, so what I thought was the end of the tunnel was actually this little, I don't know, call it a little razor, maybe it's just the tunnel at the bottom of the stope, and you can see I've made my way to the bottom of the stope that we were looking up at with the flowstone coming out of it. Looks like the flowstone is coming from up top there, and you can see the tunnel that I was in. Sorry about the fog. It's my breath. The tunnel that we were in is right down there. So I think I'm going to stop here and change my headlamp battery because I think it's blinking at me. And yeah, this is looking up into that stope. Very cool up here. I know you can't see it very well in the video. Try to increase the brightness. It doesn't really help. You can see a bit better now. There's a level up there. Level up there. And that's where the flowstone comes down. And there's the main tunnel. So, I'm going to change this. You can see Stu coming in. Hey, Stu. So, yeah. Okay, so we're at the bottom of Flowstone Mountain. Sure. Mount McFlowstone? I don't know, whatever. But there's a huge opening at the top of it. Right there, at behind that peak. And this is looking back around. There's a huge opening up there. That's where the flowstone is coming from. A lot of it too, right there, running down. And this is the floor of the stope that we climbed in, just on the left-hand side, right where my light is. Huge cavern. It must be at least 100 feet high, but it keeps going past. There's levels you see above. I don't know if you can see. Point your light at that. See where my light is, Stu? Or that level goes up there? Just to your right, yeah. There's another level right there, right in the middle, where you can see where Stu's light is. Crazy. Huge stopes and be careful. Okay, so that's where we just came from, where all those stopes were. That is looking back towards the main entrance. And that is the way we are headed. So we'll wander down this way in the little tin mine. Those stopes were just so massive, I couldn't even get my lights to light them up. Each one of my lights is over 1,000 lumens, and it was, you can see how bright they are in the tunnel here, and you couldn't even hardly notice them in the in the stopes. Oh, there was either a wind door, control door here, or something. And yeah, so we'll keep heading up this tunnel and see what's up here. Okay, so we've got a bit of an intersection up ahead here. There's a few support timbers up above and some piping coming across, an old ore chute straight ahead. There's a sign there that says 2-5 level emergency exit. And I guess that's down that way. And we're headed in the right-hand branch, as we always do. So we'll see the air pipe down the side here. There's a little stope off to the left here. Goes up and off to the left. It's pretty small compared to some of the other ones we saw, but pretty neat. And the main tunnel continues that way. So let's keep heading down there. A little kind of alcove area to the left. Alcove area to the right with an old wire spool. Another little alcove to the left. That sounds like pretty deep water somewhere along the way here. And we have another massive cavern with a huge deep lake.
I'm assuming that white 711.
Other swimming room, and then panning around, the tunnel continues that way. And behind us is, wow, look at the woodwork. Wow, look at that. Wow, very cool. What are we gonna do? Keep going? Okay. All right, so we're gonna keep heading down that main tunnel. We'll come back and explore all this on the way back. Okay, so we've reached a branch off to the right there and straight ahead. And we're gonna take our first branch. And looking back down the tunnel, I'll show you quickly here, just behind me. In the ceiling, there was a fairly large, there's an ore chute right there, and then just off behind me there's a large ore chute that comes down. But yeah, we're going to swing around and take that right-hand branch. Okay, so currently we have danger to the left here. Yeah, that doesn't look like anything I'd want part of. It's another large body of water. And a bit of a, not a false floor here, but it kind of goes around the side where the ore cart tracks would have been at one time. And wow, into another huge cavity. Wow. So many stopes in this mine. Huge stopes. We're gonna, there's a little right branch here. Climb in and have a look. Okay, so this is just inside that branching right-hand tunnel. Lots of core samples with flowstone on them. Or calcium, buildup of calcium of some kind. And what looks like another, surprisingly enough, another large cavity and another large lake.
That's cool.
Wow.
Look at it. Yeah, you get up there.
Wow, there's like a peninsula.
Yeah.
Not helping or?
No, it is. Yeah, they all help. Yeah. Wow. It's like a pillar or something.
Yeah.
You can see that lower level there. And then it goes even deeper further over there. Wow. Really cool. Okay, so that's the way we just came from. There's that large pool of water on the right, or well, it was on our left when we came in. There was the right-hand branch with the pool at the end of it. Now we're continuing down the tunnel this way, and I can see a large ore chute in that, so once we get up there, we'll take a look at it. Okay, so we just came from the tunnel this way, where you can see the ore chute, like I was saying, just off to my right here. There's a fairly substantial stope with flowstone coming out of it. Snap into it, and around, and then panning around here, we have a danger area to the right here. And you can see the ladder going down. And we'll make our way across on the left here. See this really lovely colored mud that we have to go through. And looking up, more stoping. It's really nasty colored stuff, that stuff. lots of minerals and chemicals and stuff in there. And I don't think that we're going to continue through this. It's
I don't have any openings in the floor we've seen.
yeah, it's too dangerous. We can't see the tunnel floor, sorry. So I think probably we'll make our way back across where that opening was there. And there you can see up into the slope that we were looking in from that little tunnel that was just... And there's a ladder outside there. I didn't really look up there when I came across, but there's a look up into the slope. You can see the ladder. And, looks like an old sling, maybe? An attachment point of some kind to the slope. And yeah, everything, all this nastiness is draining down that one hole somewhere. Wherever that leads. It's totally flooded right there. Totally flooded. Look at the ladder, how much buildup and that it's got on it. Okay, so that's the end of this drift tunnel, so we'll make our way back out and head down the next one. Okay, so just coming back this way where that pool of water is, I didn't even notice right behind me, right beside this pool of water is an ore chute coming down from up above full of flowstone. Really neat. And we're going to make our way back out this way to the main tunnel and see what branch we have to explore next. Okay, that's looking back the main branch. You can see it says out on the wall. That was the branch we just came down with the with that danger and that kind of orange sludge. And this is the tunnel we're headed down. It looks like it's fairly flooded, so I'm going to make it through the water and then I'll film the rest on the way after I get past. Okay, so that's the drift tunnel we came down. We made our way through that really watery section and followed it all the way to this, which is the face of this drift. And we're not entirely sure if that's a down shaft or not, but I'm not going to go stand on it to find out. You can see the kind of natural spring coming through at the end where it's coming out of the drill holes and calcifying the rocks. But yeah, we're going to head back and go to the next branch and see what's down that. So far the Lucky Jim mine's been a pretty good explorer. Okay, so we're back here at this intersection with the lake on the right where the guys were chucking the rocks. And this is where all this cribbing was. So we're going to wander in here now and have a look at this. It looks really cool. And there's kind of a... What's up there, Stu? Just a stope?
Just a stope.
Yeah. And so we're in a big stoped room with some support beams, pipes coming in, and lots of supports here on the side. Some old pipe, and looks like another level up there. Can't tell if that was... Wonder why they cribbed that like that.
I don't know.
But it's not ever neat.
Smells greasy.
Yeah, it does.
It's in their shop or something.
Yeah.
Could be, yeah.
Well, I think this was a work area.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's another level up top there.
Well, that's a boat.
The snack, you mean, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we needed some nails, didn't we?
Yeah. Next year. Yeah, I'll come in here before.
So we're gonna make our way past this really cool little crib section, and see what else is down here. So this is where we just came from.
Is that still?
It's just a little 20-foot shaft. They
Here's
use
this.
ventilation pipe stacked in it.
Here's this crib. We're in the kind of the middle of this cribbed area here. You can see there's kind of a rock pillar in the middle here, and there's more wooden structures and stuff over here that we're gonna go have a look at. You can hear water dripping down this tunnel to my left. So we'll walk down and have a look what's down there. But we'll wander over and have a look at what else is over here. The ore cart tracks go in this way, so it's a really large cavity that we're in. You can see there's an ore cart with no axle left on it.
Yeah.
There's looking back at that crib section. And there's that was the upper kind of tunnel I could see from the other side, I guess. And yeah, panning around, here's a look at this second wooden structure. We'll make our way past it and see what's after it. Okay, so getting a little bit closer to this wooden structure, it almost looks like it was a sling to maybe like work on the ore carts or something, and you can see somebody's been hard at work. There's an old barrel of some kind. Number 20, 40 cakes. Caribou something, I can't quite read what it says. But yeah, we figured this might be a sling for the ore carts or something. Because it looks like, if you look up here, it almost looks like there's a, where they would have had a winch or something, and maybe the ore carts would have gone underneath it. And then they would have picked them up. Because there's kind of a hollow spot in the middle here. Oh, sorry. Have a hollow spot in the middle, so they might have just picked the ore carts up to work on them or something. Or it could have been a bridge, I guess, or something. And there's a tunnel on that side. And the guys are coming down from the stope up above on my left. We'll climb over there and have a look there. Ore cart tracks continue to nowhere here. And anything up there? Or is there? No. Just a stope? A little stope there again. We'll go up and have a little look at it. Yep, just. Apparently these don't go anywhere. You can see there's a little cubby there. This is a huge cavern though too. You can see all the way up there. This is just filled in here. And this is looking back down on that, I don't know if it was a bridge or what it was. Almost looks like a bridge. But who knows. So yeah, we're gonna head back to the main tunnel and continue our explore of the Little Tim mine. Lucky Jim, sorry, not Little Tim, Lucky Jim.